Look, there is so much more to Idaho than just potatoes, and today we're going to cover the top 10 reasons why people are making the move here. Welcome to our channel. If it's your first time here and you want to know everything about North Idaho, from its cities and neighborhoods to the latest in real estate, make sure to hit that subscribe button, tap the bell so you're the first to know about the current market.
We're Tammy and Heidi, your trusted guides to real estate here in North Idaho. I was born and raised right here in North Idaho, so I've seen this place grow, change, and surprise a lot of newcomers. And if you're thinking about moving here or just curious about what makes North Idaho so appealing, stick around and you might just find yourself packing your bags by the end of this video.
So whether you're drawn to the lifestyle, the scenery, the space, or yes, even the potatoes, there's no denying that North Idaho's appeal. If you enjoy this video and you want to know more, comment below and let us know if you're looking at moving to Idaho, and if so, which part.
We've helped people move here to Idaho from Oregon,
Colorado,
Washington,
California,
Nevada,
Alaska,
and other parts of Idaho.
Absolutely, because who doesn't want to be here in North Idaho?
Absolutely. But first, let's dive into the stats and data when it comes to housing in Idaho. For Kootenai and Bonner County, you're going to be in the $550,000 range. Then Shoshone County and Benewah County, about $295,000. Now, when you compare these prices to places like California with a median home sale price close to $900,000, it's a much cheaper option to live in North Idaho. And that's why so many people are moving here. Let's jump into reason number one, which is home value.
Home value. It's not just about the sticker price though. Here you often get a lot more property for your money. So you could get bigger lots, you could get new construction. We're seeing a lot of new construction, mountain views, and even some land to stretch out on because a lot of people are wanting to homestead these days.
Plus, as more people discover this area, home values have been steadily rising, which means buying now could still be a smart investment down the road.
You bet. So yeah, whether you are looking for your dream home, a vacation spot, or maybe just a little bit more space for the same price, Idaho's housing market is definitely giving people a reason to make the move here.
And when people are moving here from out of state, this is what they love. They sell their current home, pocket that equity, and then purchase here with a large amount down or for all cash. Let's jump into reason number two, which are tax advantages.
There are actually several tax advantages you can utilize here in the state of Idaho. So we do have a homeowner's exemption on your primary residence. So if you own and occupy a home, even if it's a manufactured home, which is really cool, as your primary residence, Idaho allows you to apply for homeowner's exemption for that home. So this helps to reduce your property tax value by 50% or up to $125,000 in value. So basically take whatever your current tax value or your property value is, subtract the $125,000, and then that's what you're taxed on. So that's really great. And we do participate in the capital gains exclusion. So if you live in your home for at least 2 of the 5 years, you can exclude up to $250,000 for single or $500,000 if you're married on the gain of the sale from federal taxes. One of my favorite, we call it the circuit breaker here. And this is really awesome for the seniors and those that are on low income. So qualifying homeowners actually can reduce their property taxes by anywhere from $250 to $1,500 based on their income. And that includes property up to 1 acre. They do have eligibility rules on that. So they take into account your medical expenses and different conditions, age, disability, if you're a widow or not. But again, that really helps to protect those senior citizens. There's also no state level estate tax or inheritance tax. So again, we are not accountants, so be sure and check on that because there are rules if you're moving from out of state. Always make sure you check with your tax professional. Another perk for home buyers and future heirs is Idaho doesn't tax our heirs with estate inheritance or estate tax. So your legacy can actually pass on cleanly to the next generation. Again, we're not tax people. The one that I really love, number one, thank you for your service to our veterans. But we do have a veterans credit also. So if you're a veteran with 100% service-connected disability, you can qualify for property tax deductions and benefits. You could actually reduce your property taxes as much as $1,500. So that's really great.
Absolutely. All right, now let's jump into reason number three, which seems to be on everyone's minds these days, which is the cost of living. Whether you're filling up your gas tank, buying groceries, or paying your utility bills, Idaho still ranks below the national average in overall cost of living. And that's a big reason why so many people are making the move here. Things like housing, property taxes, and day-to-day expenses tend to stretch a lot farther rather than places like California, Oregon, or Washington.
You bet. So let's take housing, for example. We mentioned earlier that the median home price here is a lot less than it is on the West Coast, but it's not just about the home. So you'll often find your electricity, your water, and even your internet bills are noticeably lower. Yeah. Idaho's cost of living is about 7% below the national average. So living in Idaho allows you to stretch your budget and maintain a comfortable lifestyle.
Definitely. All right, now let's jump into reason number 4, that small town feel even in the cities. Even in our big cities, it still feels like a small knit community. You've got local shops, family owned restaurants, farmer markets, and community events. Yeah, definitely. And we have quite a few around here, which is nice. But also you have access to the amazing outdoor recreation, arts, and even a few hidden foodie gems.
So if you're craving community, connection, and a slower pace without giving up the convenience or the culture, North Idaho might just feel like home to you.
Reason number 5, all 4 seasons. Yep, even winter. If you love all 4 seasons, you'll love Idaho. It truly has something for everyone. Spring is gorgeous.
Summers are sunny, but they're not humid for those of us who come from a humid climate. Fall has absolutely stunning colors.
And winter, well, it can be intense here, but if you ski or snowboard like me, it's paradise.
I tell them you went to the top of Wardner Peak.
I did hike to the top of Wardner Peak on the top of Silver Mountain, and that was a mark off my bucket list.
Idaho's average summer temperatures, we reach about 85, 86 degrees on average, but we do hit 100 from time to time. And our average winter temperatures, we sit about 30, 35 degrees. We see about 55 or 60 inches of snow, but we do hit the negatives from time to time.
Plus, we live within a 45-mile radius of 3 ski resorts, Silver Mountain, Schweitzer, and Lookout, and even a few more just across the Washington border, like Mount Spokane and 49 degrees north. Reason number 6, it's a great place to raise a family. One of the things that I really like about Idaho and what sets it apart is how family-friendly it is.
Yeah, you'll find great schools. We have so many fantastic schools around here. Low crime rates in most of our communities, and you just have a real sense of safety and belonging. Idaho is ranked in the top 5 states for safety, actually.
And it's the type of place where kids can still ride their bikes around the neighborhood and parents actually talk and know their neighbors.
Yeah, you open the garage and you know who's next door to you. So you're having that conversation. So if you're looking to settle down and raise your family somewhere that feels safe, grounded, and connected, North Idaho is definitely a top contender for you.
Number 7, less traffic and more space.
If you have ever spent hours on a freeway in California or Seattle or Portland, you will understand why this reason is such a big one.
Here in North Idaho, we've got a lot less traffic and a lot more breathing room.
The average commute here in North Idaho, I'd say about 15 or 20 minutes or so, compared to the national average of 30 minutes. And in cities like Coeur d'Alene, you can really get across town in about 15 minutes or so.
Which means more time at home, less stress, and a lifestyle that feels actually balanced.
You actually get to spend time at your house with your kids rather than on the freeway with a lot of people.
Yes.
Sure, we've seen growth and roads can get busy, especially in the summertime, but compared to major metro areas, North Idaho's pace is still refreshingly easy.
So if you're tired of spending more time in traffic than with your family, North Idaho might be exactly the change of pace you're looking for. But that brings us to number 8, the scenery and outdoor lifestyle. Let's look at one of the obvious reasons North Idaho is straight up stunning.
The views! We have lakes, we have forests, we have mountains. It's really like living inside a postcard. So whether you're hiking in the summer or snowshoeing in the wintertime, there's always something beautiful to see.
If you love being outdoors, this is your playground. We have over 140 lakes, over 600 hiking trails, multiple ski resorts, over 73 miles of bike trails. There truly is something to do every season.
Every season. Don't forget boating on Lake Coeur d'Alene, mountain biking, fishing, skiing, you name it, we have it, really. And the best part, you don't have to drive all over. It's literally in our backyard.
Yes. All right, let's jump into reason number 9 and talk about job opportunities in North Idaho. So one of the big questions that people always ask is, can I actually get a job here? And the short answer is yes. And the job scene here is growing.
Now, it's not the same as your massive metro booming with tens of thousands of corporate offices, but we don't want that here.
Yeah.
So North Idaho definitely has a diverse and expanding job market, though. We've got healthcare and medical services, such as hospitals, clinics, elderly care. So we're always looking for those. They're always in demand. And we didn't mention earlier about healthcare, but Kootenai Medical Center has received numerous designations over the years for quality care, employee engagement, community involvement, financial stewardship. And actually just this last year in 2024, they received is America's 50 best hospitals for cardiac surgery out of like 3 million.
Yeah. And plus another thing is education in the school system. So we're always needing teachers, administrators, and supportive staff.
Which is interesting because Washington doesn't seem to need them as much. So
yeah.
But we have tourism, hospitality, outdoor recreation. So we've got resorts, guides, lodging, restaurants.
Plus trades and construction, especially with all the new developments here for home building and the infrastructure.
And we also have small business and startups. So we see some of the tech or creative agencies, and remote, of course, is really popular here.
Plus the retail and local service from grocery stores to shops and coffee stands.
Absolutely. Here's what's promising is more people are moving in. We're continuing to see more of a demand for services, which ultimately means more jobs. So plus the rise on the remote work, again, like we mentioned, is a big advantage. So we had tons of people, especially come in during COVID. So now they can work here remotely, live in this beautiful country, walk outside, enjoy.
And that's tilting the playing field in our favor.
So if you're part of the move is about opportunity and not just lifestyle, North Idaho offers both. We have a smaller market, sure, but steady, growing, diversifying, and all kinds of room for growth.
All right, let's jump into reason number 10, hidden gems and room to grow. Idaho's popularity is definitely on the rise, but the best part here is there's so many underrated towns and hidden gems waiting to be discovered here in North Idaho. From quiet lakeside communities and mountain cabins to small town farms and historic main streets, there's something for everyone here.
And even with all the growth, you can still find that sense of peace and privacy and space that brought people here to North Idaho in the first place. So whether you're dreaming about mountain living or country life or just that close-knit small community, you can definitely find a perfect fit right here in North Idaho. You better do it quick before the rest of the world finds out.
So yeah, Idaho is way more than just potatoes. We've got stunning nature, strong communities, and a lifestyle that's hard to beat.
So if you were thinking about making the move to North Idaho or you're just curious, let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure and hit the like button, subscribe, and you will be the first to see the next one.
We're Tammy and Heidi,
your North Idaho Realtors.